Let's make it look like we're underwater in Fortnite without using a post-process volume. So to create this effect, we're going to need a few things. First and foremost, we have to have a landscape. So up here in the top left, we'll go from selection and choose our landscape. Instead of here, we want to go ahead and make sure that we are on our new section. Go ahead and choose the size that we want our landscape, and then go ahead and click on Create. I've already done that here, so I'm not going to do that. Let's go ahead and also talk about painting this. I have managed to actually set up a section right here that is dirt, so we know where this volume is going to be. All right, let's go ahead and go back into selection mode. Now, the other thing we're going to need is the ocean. And yes, the ocean with the giant hole in it is what I'm actually using. I'm just hiding the hole off screen so the player never actually sees it. To get one of these, go down into your content drawer, and then go ahead and make sure you're on the Fortnite folder. Go ahead and search for ocean. And this is the one that I'm looking for. With this one selected, I'm going to hit Control B, and you can see that there are a couple of other ones that are in here as well. I literally just went and grabbed this and dragged it into the world because this and the landscape actually work together. All right, once it's in there, we have to affect a few bits and pieces. Up here inside of the details panel, make sure that you get the root and go ahead and do a search for event. And what we're looking for is this generate overlap events. Go ahead and toggle this one off. This will allow you to walk basically underneath the water. This is really nice because we now get this water effect where we have the caustic lights as well as this fade off into the background. Really, really helpful. Now, this does break a few things, so let's talk about what they are. As of this recording, I can't spawn any of the things that are coming from our creature spawner, and the creature placer doesn't seem to work either. The other thing worth noting is that anything that is actually spawned from an item spawner that's sitting in the world, because we're also going to be using a skydiving volume. The way around that is to actually use something like an item granter. So what does this actually look like in game? So here we can see that I'm actually floating if I spawn inside of it, but if I walk in, I'll actually start to skydive. Note that I do actually have the visual effects, so just be aware of that one. Now let's go ahead and test all this ones out. I can go ahead and grab this, but I can't actually grab the item, so note of that. Let's go ahead and grab this one right here. Grab this, and you'll see that I do have an acorn in there. I can go ahead and grab my acorn and drag it into the world. But again, I can't actually grab it because it's just sitting there, so that's a bit of a problem. And you'll notice that these spawners over here in the background, they're not actually doing anything because they're underneath the water. Now, the last thing let's go ahead and talk about is the actual skydive volume that we're using. So in here, we'll select our skydive volume. Let's take a look at the pieces that we've actually adjusted. Here's a cool little trick. Let's go ahead and click on this little gear up here and say show only modified properties. And now we can see that our push force has been turned way down, allowing us to kind of move from place to place. Now, even though I've turned the skydive effects off, this doesn't seem to affect those things that were coming out of my hands. Also note that I've disabled the ability for the player to redeploy the glider. And finally, don't forget to push changes to get all this stuff to be working in game.